Faculty, staff, and graduates, please be seated. Good afternoon. Graduates, please show your spirit of the Rams by saying it again aloud. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Great. Thank you. Now I can tell you are fully ready, right? Great. I'm Hong Chen, Director of the Richard T. Robertson School of Media and Culture at the Virginia Commonwealth University. Welcome to the Robertson School's May 2019 Commencement Ceremony. This is our annual highlight in the life of our students, faculty, and staff. Welcome everyone to this very special occasion in the life of our graduating class. Hearty congratulations to our proud May 2019 graduates. For all your social media posts today, please remember to use hashtag RobertsonGrad2019. We take pride in our school's educational philosophy and approach based on real-world experience, and our students demonstrated hit the ground running readiness through our education. The Robertson School is home to our large Bachelor of Science undergraduate programs with nearly 1,000 majors, and home also to our graduate programs in multimedia journalism and strategic public relations. Meanwhile, our school is one of the 3 academic units, along with the Department of English and the School of the Arts, to comprise the innovative interdisciplinary PhD program in media, art, and text. Let me begin by recognizing our faculty. The Robertson School faculty is composed of nationally and internationally known scholars, teachers, and communication professionals. The pride VCU has in the Robertson School is because of our faculty, full-time and part-time alike. The faculty have created our programs, brought them to life, and keep them shining. They have served as teachers, mentors, and role models for our students and alumni. They have provided our students with transformative experience at VCU. They are the pillars of the Robertson School's faculty governance. I know the graduates will join me in this request. Colleagues, please rise and accept our appreciation. Thank you. Now, let me introduce one of my distinguished colleagues. Professor June Nicholson has been on the faculty of our school at the VCU for 35 years. She has been to 70 commencement ceremony in our school. I just did the calculation. I did it right? Professor Nicholson is a caring, supportive, and award-winning professor. She is nationally and internationally known for her scholarship in women and diversity in contemporary journalism. She has provided phenomenal service and leadership in our school, university, and profession. With mixed emotion, I'm telling you that Professor Nicholson is retiring this summer. While we are sad for this irreparable loss for our school, we are happy for her glorious retirement. Let's all rise, please. Give Professor Nicholson a big round of applause. Thank you. Our tribute to Professor Nicholson is also to the profession she has dedicated herself to in her entire career. That is journalism and mass communication education. We wish Professor Nicholson the happiest retirement on earth. We have several professional faculty and staff members in the Robertson School to thank. They have contributed tremendously to the school's operation and success. They deeply care our students' success and well-being. Natasha Long, coordinator of student services. Maggie McDermott, career development advisor. Roy Roach, undergraduate academic advisor. Francis Lynch, administrative specialist in the school's front office. Casey Jackson, development and alumni relations officer in the College of Humanities and Sciences. Susan Kramer, undergraduate academic advisor. Today is Susan's birthday. Yeah. Who else here is also on your birthday today? Could you please rise so we could see you? Anyone else? Happy. Now, let's all sing the happy birthday song together to them. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Susan. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Susan and sir. Our special thanks also go to our student volunteers, Sarah Hoffman and Ali Sturm. Yeah, thank you. Also, earnest thanks go to Dr. Marcus Messner and Mrs. Natasha Long, who have prepared this commencement ceremony, Professor Scott Sherman, who designed the commencement program, and Mrs. Gary Gillen and our talented student crew, who are videotaping this ceremony for us. Thank you all for dedicating your time and energy to help with this special event. Now, I have a special guest on the stage to introduce to you, Dr. George Lemberger. Dr. Lemberger is Associate Dean for Research in VCU's College of Humanities and Sciences, a psychologist by training. He is enthusiastic and a strong support to the Robertson School. Thank you, Associate Dean Lemberger. Now, I'd like to invite my dear colleague, Professor Scott Sherman, coordinator of our school's advertising sequence, to introduce our distinguished commencement speaker.
All right, that was nice. Dog owners are special people, and pug owners are extra special people. And those who own a one-eyed, blind, elderly pug are special, special, special people. Rachel Savage, when she's not taking care of Pearl, her one-eyed, blind, elderly pug, She's the head of advertising operations for Condé Nast. Condé Nast has 22 brands that you might have heard of, including Vogue and GQ, Wired, Vanity Fair, The New Yorker. She leads teams in developing digital ad strategies and supporting operations that way. Before that, she was with a little company called Google. You could Google them, probably see it. And she oversaw campaign planning and implementation for YouTube's Google business platforms. And before that, she was with the New York Times, leading sales operations and revenue analytics and platform partnerships. And before all that, back in 2006, she was in one of those chairs, probably with the S's right around there somewhere. She was a mass comm major in the advertising sequence. Little slow. But all along that time, Rachel has been a really authentic person, really true to herself. She's a hard worker, very, very nice and thoughtful, very kind person. So I joined Pearl and Rachel's parents and my colleagues back here, and we're just all tickled pink to have her here with us. So with no further ado, Rachel Savage.
VCU. You did it. You graduated college. And I don't know about you guys, but the graduating college was the only thing my mom said I had to do. So she didn't care that I got a D in Spanish because I graduated college. And she may not even know about that D in Spanish until right now. So I'll say VCU college graduates of 2019, A students to D students, you did it. Congratulations. And so, folks, while we're celebrating, we should give your proud parents, siblings, partners, loved ones some love too, back here. I'd say that we're all proud of them for showing up and showing their support to get you right here, right now. And finally, congrats to the faculty at VCU for doing their magic with you over the past few years. They are unforgettable, I promise you. I'd also like to give a special thank you to Dr. Chang, for inviting me to come speak with you all. When I got his email a few months ago inviting me here, I was like, me? I put ads on the internet? Really? But I'm so thrilled to be here and really grateful. I also want to give a thanks to Scott Sherman. So as I started to prepare for coming back here today, I hopped on the phone with Scott and I said, Scott, what do I say? What do you think these students need to hear from me? And we reflected on the good old days of me being here in school. And he said, Rachel, I kind of remember you as being a little bit like everybody else. You were like all the other students. Your answers in class were kind of smart because they were thoughtful and real. I said that right now. You were funny, but you weren't all that funny. But there was something real about you all the time, and I think that's so important. So for the record, if the next 5 to 7 minutes are only borderline funny, you can blame Scott Sherman. But really, Scott saw something in me at 20 years old that he hasn't forgotten about 13 years later. I had no idea until that phone call last month. And I have to tell you that every single good boss that I've had in my career since I left VCU has seen the same thing Scott saw, which is thoughtful, real, and I can laugh about all of it. So that started right here with Scott at VCU, and thank you for that. I started my classes here in 2003, focused on creative advertising, and some of my most vivid memories are art direction classes with Bridget Camden. Yeah. I clearly recall Bridget swaggering into class with black suits and skate shoes on. She liked cool music and art. She'd been in New York City for a while and probably done a bunch of artsy, edgy stuff that I couldn't even imagine. She always said what she thought, and I thought she was so rad until she asked me to come up with 40 different concepts for Murphy's oil soap within 48 hours. Who has 40 different ideas for wood floor cleaner within 48 hours? But then she asked me for the same thing for Mont Blanc pens, Texas Pete hot sauce, and I thought she wanted me to fly to the moon and back. 40 ideas is next level New York City unreasonable lady, and I have to graduate college or my mom's gonna be really disappointed. But I got through it though, and I put some terrible stuff in front of Bridget while I was here, and she told me it was terrible because Bridget Camden keeps it real. And when I reconnected with Bridget in preparation for today, I asked her the same questions that I asked Scott. What do I say? What do these folks need to hear? And she said, Rachel, the students come to me every day and talk about how they're creatively stuck. And I need them to realize that there's no magic bullet to becoming unstuck. But that's the exercise here in courses. Go learn how to get unstuck and be creative. I know how that feels being here, and 13 years later I can say, you got some smart ones back here at the Robertson School. So Scott says, come give real advice. Bridget says, tell them getting stuck isn't just about oil soap, it's about life, and they're all right. They've been keeping it real this whole time, so thank you. When I graduated VCU, I moved to DC and worked for an email startup, literally putting emails or ads in emails. And out of the gate, I spent so much time worrying about whether I was smart enough, because I got a D in Spanish, and thinking that all of my peers came from fancier schools or would get promoted faster than I would. But I dug in and I solved some problems. I made a few mistakes, and I went out drinking with my coworkers, and I made friends. And once I made friends, I finally realized that everybody got a D in something at some point, and I got unstuck. I stopped worrying about them and started showing up every day and working with them on stuff. So I don't think, once I started working on stuff, that's when I got promoted and I started solving new problems. And when I got bored of laying down that VCU real life hustle for everybody, I applied for a job at the New York Times on a whim on LinkedIn, and I was 23 years old. And I don't think I was prepared for how unstuck that action had gotten me. Because a month later, I was frantically apartment searching in Manhattan to go work for the Times. I had never dreamed of moving to New York. I didn't know anybody there. I just showed up. But I spent the next 9 years at the New York Times. My move to New York City and all the change in digital news was happening so fast, I didn't have time to get stuck. I had to go. And if I wanted to be part of the organization, I had to move quickly. So I did what worked to get me there, including what you guys have just done. So I showed up, I tried, I made some mistakes, and I accepted all the happy hour invites. I learned some stuff about media along the way too. I learned about technology that powers advertising, and then very quickly, the math behind it. I made friends who taught me about product design and audience development, and I learned when and when not to defend advertising with some of the toughest critics in the industry, the New York Times newsroom. Building a digital media product these days means genuine collaboration, and it's critical to success. So all of the parts are interconnected, be it content, technology, revenue, distribution. But I tried to get to know all of my colleagues in those departments at every age and level of experience. I wanted their career history, their aspirations, and their day-to-day working habits, but it wasn't always easy. So sometimes newsroom editors would tell me that my ads were ugly, and that they detracted from the important stories that the New York Times needed to tell, but this made our standards for advertising higher. Engineers building apps didn't always understand the insanity of when a big client comes to you and has last-minute needs, but this also set the bar higher for what we would do for brands. I had finance and print production people who had started the company long before I was even born, who would want to tell me about the good old days, and they felt a loyalty to the company that they wanted to pass down to me. Because we all had a common goal, and that was building a world-class daily news report worth paying for. So in some textbooks, they call this kind of collaboration networking or mentorship, depending on who and when, but I can tell you, just show up, genuinely ask questions, and listen to your colleagues. Networking doesn't have to be awkward, it can just be making friends. Mentors come in all ages and backgrounds. If you can be honest about what you know and what you don't know, be thoughtful about it, and dig deep and genuinely listen, these people will help you get unstuck when you're out of the big ideas. You're probably already doing this here at VCU, whether you call your classmates your network or your professor a mentor, but it is all the same. So after 9 years at the New York Times, I left as a vice president of advertising, overseeing a team of about 85 people. It had become my life, but I was sort of sick of solving problems at the New York Times. And this is when Google came knocking. And of course it's Google, and of course I had to say yes. But I lasted at Google for less than a year. I spent the first few months in this job at Google wrestling with the reasons it wasn't a fit. Again, am I smart enough? Was I not being friendly enough? Was I too friendly? Is being too friendly a thing? And I called my old boss from the New York Times, and he said, Rachel, isn't keeping it real kind of what you do? Isn't that your gold? As if to say, if they don't like it, maybe you don't belong there, and that's okay. I told you guys Scott Sherman was right all along. Keep it real. It's what you do. Don't get stuck. Go make friends. And so I quit my job at Google. There is no free lunch that tastes as good as being yourself feels. And being yourself gives others the permission to do the same. So the effect you have on other people is probably the most valuable currency there is. I left my job at Condé Nast 2 weeks after I left Google, or I started my job at Condé Nast 2 weeks after I left Google, from an introduction made by a friend that I made along the way. Condé Nast publishes all those brands that Scott mentioned earlier, and I have definitely stepped on an elevator with the arbiter of fashion, Anna Wintour, where I am very aware of my Payless shoes and the tuna salad sandwich I have in my hand from the cafeteria, and felt very not chic, but you know what, I'm doing all right, and I put ads on the internet. I have met so many talented people doing amazing work in a wild time for media and technology. They've helped me be myself and create some really cool stuff along the way. I can very easily say I started learning that right here at VCU. So it is, class of 2019, you did it. My advice to you, be yourself and be real with yourself. Nobody likes a phony. Be kind to yourself though, and be kind to each other. Go make some friends, because life is literally one big group project. I'm sorry. It's true though. And if you find yourself getting stuck, just keep moving, get a new perspective, be open-minded to the possibilities, because it is all available to all of you. So go get it, and go Rams. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Sherman, for your great introduction, and thank you, Ms. Savage, for your enlightening and lively speech. In particular, thank you for sharing your wonderful personal and professional experiences in how to make and to keep it real, and to keep your dream and aspiration real, and sharing your fond memories about our wonderful professors here. Rachel, on behalf of the Robertson School, please let me present you with some special tokens of appreciation, symbolizing the spirit of the Rams. As you already know, Ms. Sandwich's father, T.R. Sandwich, and his wife, Jenny Sandwich, as well as her mother, Judy Jones, are with us right now over there. Thank you for being here and for your support, Mr. and Mrs. Sandwich and Mrs. Jones. Based on our faculty's votes, several outstanding May 2019 graduates will receive our Robertson School Faculty Awards today. Graduates, when you hear your name, please proceed onto the stage. Receive your award from Associate Dean Lamberg, and stay on the stage for a group photo with all other award recipients. In 2012, the school created a student award in memory and in honor of one of our graduates, Josie Stone, who passed away in 2011 when she just started her young career as a professional journalist. In remembrance of Julie's creativity and fine quality as a communication professional, our faculty created Josephine Vanier Stone Award. The winner the Robertson School faculty selected this year truly reflects the essence of this award: spirit, creativity, and commitment to hard work. This year's Juicy Stone Award winner is Jacob Sexton. The Robertson School Faculty Award for Creative Advertising students goes to Malcolm Richardson. The Robertson School Faculty Award for Strategic Advertising students goes to Emily Mattis. The Robertson School Faculty Award for Broadcast Journalism students goes to Tonisha Brother Sutton. The Robertson School Faculty Award for Print Online Journalism students goes to Sophia Amand. The Robertson School Faculty Award for Public Relations students goes to Melissa Airbrand. We also have an award from Capital Alpha VCU chapter. KTA is a national honor society that recognizes academic excellence and promotes scholarship in journalism and mass communication. The winner of the KTA Top Scholar Award is Erin McDoom. Congratulations to all these outstanding graduates on their most deserving awards. Let's give these outstanding graduates another round of applause, please. We will publicize all these award recipients' achievements on the Robertson School's website and the social media. In our May 2019 graduating class, we have many other individuals deserving recognition. All the members of Capital Alpha VCU chapter in the graduating class, please rise and be recognized. Congratulations, KTA members. Thank you. In the Robertson School, Latin honors are awarded to baccalaureate degree recipients who have achieved a high cumulative grade point average. Graduates with distinction of a GPA from 3.3 to 3.9, please rise and be recognized. Congratulations, you graduate cum laude. Graduates with great distinction of a GPA from 3.6 to 3.89, please rise and be recognized. Congratulations, you graduate magna cum laude. Okay. Graduates with highest distinction of GPA from 3.9 or higher, please rise and be recognized. Congratulations, you graduate summa cum laude. We have many other talented and devoted individuals among our May 2019 graduating class who have accomplished great things already. Let me mention just a few of them now. Emily Mattis, a creative strategic advertising major, she has already got a job with the renowned Martin Agency. Taylor Patty, a public relations major, she is president of VCU's chapter of the Public Relations Student Society of America and the Robertson School's social media coordinator. In both roles, Taylor has made significant contributions to our school. Thank you, Taylor. Daniel Bertie, the most prolific reporter in the Robertson School's Capital News Service program this year, will begin work July 1st as a reporter for the Prince William Times, a CNS client. For your information, I learned from Professor Jeff South, more than 280 stories were published from the student work from the CNS class this year. It's an amazing record. Congratulations to graduating senior George Copeland Jr. and Thomas Jett, whose work in CNS last year was a finalist in the National College Journalism Contest sponsored by Society of Professional Journalists. Also, congratulations to Talia Faggart, a broadcast journalism major whose team's work in VCU Inside was a finalist in the Best All-Round Television News Magazine category of SPJ's National College Journalism Competition. Juan Stack, a creative advertising major, is a talented photographer and videographer. He is from Peru. His parents are attending our commencement ceremony right now. Welcome. Last, but by no means the least, Jacob Sexton again, a broadcast journalism major. In his 4 years, or 8 semesters in the Robertson School, Jacob has volunteered as a student crew member to videotape our school's past 7 commencement ceremonies. He cannot do it today, however, as you know, because he's among you, the graduating class, sitting right there. His twin brother is also graduating from VCU today. Okay? And by the way, Jacobs just got a full-time job with Channel 8 in Richmond. We cannot wait to see what the future holds for these talented graduates. Let's congratulate to each of them. Now, we have arrived at that part of the program you all have been waiting for, the awarding of the diplomas to the students receiving baccalaureate degrees. Today, we have 192 graduates from our 5 undergraduate majors. Faculty marshals, will you please assist the students in coming forward to receive their ceremonial Robertson School special envelopes? The envelopes are indeed special, enclosed with special messages, which we call words of advice from our faculty and staff to our graduates. Professor Peyton Rowe, Director of Undergraduate Studies, will you please come to the podium and read the names of those who will receive a Bachelor of Science degree? Associate Dean Lamberg, will you please join me to greet our graduates?
Dr. Cheng, I'd like to present the candidates for Bachelor's of Science in Mass Communications class of 2019. Whoop, whoop. Beginning with Julia Adler. You take them? Safia Ahmed, summa cum laude. Melissa Albrandt, magna cum laude. Joshua Altizer. Hey, I know how to say that thing. Victoria Arms. Nicholas Atanasio. Madison Bambini. Caroline Banchoff. Put the rose in there. Emily Rose Bookman. Like that. I like it. Helps me. Emily Borst. Catherine Buweri. I can't look. Julia Boyd, cum laude. Stephanie Branner. Madison Brooks, cum laude. Tonicia Brothers Sutton, magna cum laude. Anthony Burkett, magna cum laude. Anna Busa. Brandon Celentano. Joseph Chase. David Coleman, magna cum laude. Kelly Cologne, cum laude. Adam Conklin, magna cum laude. Nikita Contelmo. Brandon Cook. George Copeland. Siblings? Caitlin Copeland. Savannah Cousin. Bradley Credit, cum laude. Sarah Daniel. Desiree Daniels, cum laude. Shelby Eames, magna cum laude. Devin Eiffel, cum laude. Stephanie Eldridge, magna cum laude. Chloe Erazo. Talia Fagart. Marin Faraday. Jane Fisher.
What's up, buddy? Congratulations.
Daniel Flaherty. Aaron Fowler. Brandon Franklin, magna cum laude. Ann Gallo. Angie Garcia. Talea George, magna cum laude. All three? Are you ready? Okay. Regina Trinette Gibson. Andrew Gianfrido. Christina Goodlet, cum laude. Michelle Greeley. Sarah Guerra. Brittany Hagan, cum laude. Lucky Haile. Carly Hammer. Okay. Tina Harding, magna cum laude. Shane Harper. Adam Harrell. Aaron Heartless. Ma'ab Hassan. Kimberly Hurd. Mary Hickman. Miles Hicks. William Hicks. Morgan Hoff. Catherine Holcomb, cum laude. Merrill Holt. Emily Holter. Erica Huckabee, cum laude. Richard Inslee. Jeremy Jackson. Tarina Jackson. Elizabeth Johnson. Jane Johnson. Kelsey Jones. Madison Jones, cum laude. Taylor Jones. Rachel Kaufman. Lauren Kaup. Malcolm Key, cum laude. Evangeline King, summa cum laude. Catherine Lawston. Walker Lawrence. Oh, yeah. Sophia Lewandowski, magna cum laude. Kiera Lewis. Joseph Loprano, cum laude. Harmony Lowry. Ryan Maharaj. Madison Mansky. Amanda Mahan. Emily Mattice, summa cum laude. Benjamin Mays. Aaron McEwen, summa cum laude. Lisa McFall. Christopher McKeever. Morgan McKinney. Taylor McNamara, cum laude. Taylor Michael. Aaron Mills. Hayden Molchin. Megan Middlebrooks. Okay. Zachary Kang Mai. Ashley Moore. Catherine Mulchaney. Catherine Morris. Caitlin Morris, cum laude. Courtney Moody. Ave Morton. Cole Murphy. Matthew Nguyen. Caitlin Nickens. I can't. William Norfleet. Sierra Norris. Caitlin Nowak, cum laude. Sarah Novak. Karen O'Brien. Rosemarie O'Connor. Casey Odom. Tara O'Donnell. Julie Overton. Cedric Page Jr. Hannah Parker, magna cum laude. Jordan Parker. Taylor Patty. Marcus Paul. Aaron Phillips, cum laude. Samantha Phillips, cum laude. Emma Phipps, cum laude. Kyle Pinot. Brianna Ray Turner. Brittany Reed. Malcolm Richardson. Carmen Ritter. Alan Rodriguez Espinoza, magna cum laude. Sienna Rowe. Elizabeth Rumford. Andrew Sanchez. Laith Sanjak. Isabel Sassano. Paul Schubert. Irena Shun. Brianna Scott, magna cum laude.
Nice job, Jacob.
Jacob Sexton, cum laude. Kathleen Shaw. Rachel Snare. Sephora Solomon. Mamadou Sanko. Tiffany Shrivelet. Juan Steck.
That's hilarious.
Kaylin Stevens. Mohammed Siaza. Nia Yasmin Tariq, summa cum laude. Jenna Thacker. Katrina Tilbury, cum laude. Brian Valit. Asia Watkins. Benjamin West, cum laude. Abigail Williams. Matthew Winston. Danielle Witten, summa cum laude. Tai Wong. Henry Wood. Haley Yost, cum laude. Last but not least, I'm sure you've heard that your whole life. Okay. Kenzie Zerby. Jesus Christ, don't mess that up. Got it?
Congratulations, Robertson School graduates of May 2019.
Woo!
Before we hand the podium back over to our director, Dr. Hong Chang, we would like to take a moment to recognize him. Because he is such a kind and modest man, he did not mention that he's going to leave us next month to become the dean of Loyola University in Chicago. Congratulations. Dr. Chang came to VCU in 2013 from Ohio University. When he became the director of our school, we were still named the School of Mass Communications. He led us through the transition to become this magnificent Richard T. Robertson School of Media and Culture. During his tenure, Dr. Chang led a vast update of our facilities. You've all enjoyed the freshly renovated computer labs. Over the years, Dr. Chang increased the diversity of our faculty, boosted the school's research activity, and established a Global Scholars Program that brought many Chinese scholars to enrich the life in the Robertson School. But most of all, he created an incredible atmosphere of collegiality and respect that has been highly valued by you, the students, us, the faculty, and our staff. Thank you for all of that, Hong. And best wishes for you for your next chapter in Chicago. I know deep inside you will always remain a Robertsonian. Faculty, staff, and students and guests, may I please ask you to rise in honor of our director, Dr. Hong Chang, to honor his accomplishments and his lasting impact on the Robertson School. Thank you.
Well, I thought Dr. Messner will take the school over on July the 1st, but I didn't know he would do it to me today. Thank you, Dr. Messner, who is the current Associate Director of the Robertson School and also already appointed the interim director of the school. And, well, in fact, it has been truly a great pleasure and a privilege to work with all the Robertsonians and the Rams in the school, the wonderful students, talented faculty, and great staff colleagues. In particular, it is such a fulfilling and rewarding experience over the past 4 years to go through with this wonderful intellectual journey with our 2019 graduating class. Again, my hearty congratulations to you, all of you and your families and friends. I cannot be happier for you, all of you, and cannot be more proud of for all of you. Okay, please stay in touch and keep me posted all the wonderful things you will be continuing to do in the future. I will be, as a Ram, as a Robertsonian, to cheer for you all the time for your exciting and great success from the magnificent mile in Chicago. Again, thank you and congratulations. Well, let's go back to our program. Thank you, Associate Dean Lambert, Professor Rowe, and Dr. Messner, and Professor Smith for your assistance. Now, everyone, I give you the May 2019 graduating class of the VCU Robertson School. Class 2019, you are now embarking on a new journey into the path of self-fulfillment and bliss. We wish you enormous success and great happiness. In this spirit of joy and happiness, I know the graduates will join me in this request. We would like to recognize all those who have made and will continue to make the success and happiness of our graduates possible. Parents, spouses, partners, relatives, and friends, would you please stand and accept our gratitude? Thank you. Now, you graduates must pass one final exam I could give you. Oh, that's going to be a problem. I always enjoy this moment. Pay attention, please. This is critical. Take your tassel and transfer them to the left of your cap. Wearing the tassel on the left signifies that you have graduated. Very well. You all pass. Now you have completed all of your graduation requirements. Congratulations to our May 2019 graduating class. Go Rams! Go Robertsonians! Okay, good catch. Yeah. Class of 2019, this is commencement, the beginning. We know you all will follow Mrs. Sandwich's advice in her commencement speech and keep your dream aspiration real. We wish you all the best in your lives and in your careers. Thank you for being part of our Robertson School family at VCU. A final round of applause for this year's May graduating class. This completes the formal part of our celebration. As the recessional music plays, we thank that the faculty and graduates stand. We ask that our guests remain seated until the graduates have exited. Then you can join the graduates and the family for a conversation and photos in the lobby. I encourage graduates to mingle with your professors and colleagues. Making this proud moment is shared with all those who have contributed to it. Thank you, everyone. Happy Mother's Day.